Welcome to The Deep Dive, the show where we take a stack of fascinating insights, groundbreaking research, and inspiring stories, and distill them into the most important nuggets of knowledge for you.
Today, we are embarking on a truly remarkable journey, one that starts with an environmental menace and transforms it into a brilliant, sustainable energy solution.
Imagine, if you will, a relentless, pervasive plant, a literal weed that chokes out fertile land and precious water sources, demanding immense resources and draining money just to keep its invasive sprawl at bay.
Yeah, it sounds like a nightmare scenario, really.
Exactly. Now, what if someone looked at that ecological problem, that financial drain, and instead of seeing a nuisance, they saw the raw material for something groundbreaking?
Something that could revolutionize energy in their community.
Precisely.
That's exactly the kind of visionary aha moment we're diving into today. We're going to unpack the incredible journey of two exceptional young Eritrean chemical engineers, Khamail Alhassen Mohammed and Midian Seletsion Mogos.
And their story is so much more than just a scientific breakthrough, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's a powerful testament to how deeply committed individual innovation, rooted in a profound sense of societal contribution, can tackle pressing global needs like sustainable energy and environmental stewardship.
Yeah, and what's truly compelling is how their work challenges conventional norms, pushing boundaries in a way that benefits everyone. It's quite something.
It really is.
Absolutely. Our mission with this deep dive is to not just tell you what they did, but to truly extract the critical insights from their own experiences and dedication.
We're going to trace their path, step by methodical step, right? From rigorous students to award-winning innovators on an international stage.
Exactly. We'll peel back the layers of their groundbreaking project, understanding the intricate brilliance behind their biocharcoal briquettes.
And crucially, we'll glimpse their inspiring long-term vision for the future of their country, which seems just as important as the invention itself.
Totally agree. It's a masterclass in seeing challenges not as insurmountable roadblocks, but as incredible, fertile opportunities for deep community betterment and significant national development.
So prepare to be genuinely inspired, because this is a story that truly exemplifies how ingenuity can change the world, one briquette at a time.
Okay, let's unpack this. Who are these incredible young women, Khamail and Midian, and what shaped their path?
Because their journey isn't just about the invention they created, it's about a deep dedication to learning and a clear trajectory that led them to this moment.
Right. And what's particularly striking about their story right from the outset is how their shared educational journey served as a powerful testament to both the opportunities available in their country.
And an incredible amount of personal dedication from both of them. It genuinely sets the scene for the kind of deep collaboration and mutual support that clearly defines their successful partnership.
You can really see how this foundation laid the groundwork for everything that followed.
Definitely. And it was truly a rigorous and comprehensive path they embarked upon.
Let's start with Khamail Alhassen Mohammed. She was born and raised in Asmara, Eritrea. That's the capital city, right?
Yeah.
And for its architecture.
Yet unique modernist architecture. Her foundational schooling began at Jelia Elementary and Junior School, providing a solid start to her academic life.
Okay. Then from there, she progressed to Barca Secondary School.
Now, here's where their educational journey takes a turn that's particularly significant for their generation in Eritrea. After her secondary education, she then went to the Sawa Training Center for her 12th grade.
Right, Sawa. This wasn't just another school, was it? It's a unique institution.
Very unique. It's where students from across Eritrea gather for their final year of secondary education, culminating in the National Matriculation Exam.
So it's a period of intense academic preparation, but also often involves an element of national service and character building.
Exactly. Fostering a strong sense of civic duty and discipline. Khamail took her matriculation exam there with what's known as the 31st round.
Which signifies a consistent, structured national program.
Indeed, Sawa is a foundational and transformative experience for many young Eritreans. It shapes not just their academic readiness for higher education, but also imbues them with a deeper understanding of civic responsibility and national unity.
Sort of an environment that encourages self-reliance and collective purpose.
Precisely. After Sawa, Khamail matriculated into Midian College of Science and Technology, which is a prominent institution in Eritrea for specialized fields.
And she specifically entered the Department of Chemical Engineering, which is a tough field.
Oh, incredibly demanding. It requires a deep understanding of physics, chemistry, mathematics, complex processes, you name it. She graduated just this year, in 2024, earning a Bachelor of Science degree in Chemical Engineering.
But wait, here's where her path takes an intriguing turn, isn't it? She didn't stop there.
No. Immediately after completing her challenging engineering degree, she pursued a postgraduate diploma in pedagogy at Asmara College of Education for a year.
A pedagogy diploma, wow. And as we speak, she's currently working as a teacher in Sawa, the very place where she completed her 12th grade.
That's right.
That's quite an unexpected twist, isn't it? Graduating in chemical engineering, a highly technical field, and then immediately pivoting to teaching.
It really is. It makes you wonder.
What does that signify about her vision and her priorities? On one hand, it could be seen as, well, highly pragmatic, early career development, ensuring immediate employment while maybe planning future engineering stuff.
Sure, that's one way to look at it.
But on the other hand, and maybe more profoundly, it points to a deep, inherent commitment to education itself, doesn't it?
I think so. How might teaching, the act of simplifying complex ideas, of transferring knowledge, of inspiring curiosity, how might that influence her perspective as an engineer?
Yeah, it could mean she's constantly thinking about the practical application and dissemination of knowledge, not just its creation. It's almost like she's internalizing the entire cycle, learning, creating, and then teaching.
That ability to break down complex problems and communicate solutions effectively is a hallmark of truly innovative minds.
Definitely. If we connect this to the bigger picture, this profound commitment to education could very well be an intrinsic extension of their overarching desire to contribute to society.
Which we'll definitely get into more deeply later. It's not just about solving a problem with a single product. It's about potentially fostering the intellectual environment.
And nurturing the next generation of problem solvers,
Right.
building capacity.
Exactly. Now, let's look at Midian Seletsion Mogos. She was born and raised in Berentu, Eritrea, a town in the country's Gash Barka region, and she attended all levels of schooling there.
And her journey then strikingly parallels Khamail's in almost every detail, right?
Almost uncanny. She also joined Sawa with the same 31st round, experiencing that collective rite of passage and intensive preparation.
And like Khamail, she then pursued chemical engineering at Nefi College of Science and Technology, also graduating in the same year, 2024.
And just like Khamail, Midian also pursued a postgraduate diploma in pedagogy and is currently working as a teacher in Sawa.
The parallels are absolutely amazing, almost as if their destinies were intertwined.
It strongly suggests they were not only classmates, but likely shared a deeply similar experience throughout their rigorous chemical engineering degree and certainly during their time at Sawa.
This shared journey, foundational education, national service, demanding university program, and now teaching must have forged an incredibly strong bond.
And a deeply collaborative spirit between them. It's not just two individuals innovating in parallel. It's a duo that has grown, learned, and faced challenges together every step of the way.
Developing a truly synergistic approach to problem solving, I bet.
And the fact that they are both teachers now provides such an interesting and powerful angle to their innovative spirits. They're not just creating solutions.
They're in a unique position to inspire, guide, and literally teach future innovators, shaping the minds that will continue this cycle of progress.
It speaks volumes about their long-term commitment to their nation's intellectual capital.
It truly does. Their journey speaks volumes about their shared dedication to higher education in a demanding STEM field. Chemical engineering is, by no stretch of the imagination, an easy path.
No way. It requires immense intellectual rigor, persistence, and a willingness to grapple with complex scientific principles.
And their commitment extends beyond just their professional aspirations. It's deeply tied to their country through their current roles as educators.
You can envision the immense commitment and sheer resilience required to go through these rigorous educational paths in Eritrea, navigating both the academic challenges of a STEM degree and the structured national programs like SAWA.
It sets a profound foundation of discipline, practical application, and a strong sense of national duty, all of which clearly transferred directly into the success of their innovative project.
No doubt about it.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting, where their academic discipline met real-world challenge. They didn't just study engineering, they conquered a major international competition.
This is a key part of the story.
Tell us about the Start Upper Challenge, because this isn't some small local science fair. This is a global platform that put them on the map.
Right. The sheer scale and purpose of this competition are what truly stand out. The Start Upper Challenge is a massive initiative spearheaded by Total Energies, one of the world's largest global energy companies.
Total Energies. Okay.
Their involvement goes far beyond just energy production. They actively aim to strengthen the social fabric in local communities by identifying, nurturing and supporting innovative entrepreneurs, particularly in developing nations.
So it's like corporate social responsibility meets talent scouting.
In a way, yeah. It's a strategic move that brilliantly aligns corporate goals with fostering crucial local talent and sustainable development. It's about investing in the future leaders and problem solvers of these regions.
And Eritrea actually has a history with this particular challenge, right? It wasn't their first time hosting it.
Exactly. The program had, in fact, been held twice before in Eritrea, building a legacy of supporting local innovation. This year, however, marked the third program in Eritrea,
Okay.
but with a very special significance. It coincided with a monumental milestone for Total Energies, their 100th anniversary as a company.
Wow, 100 years. That definitely adds weight.
Huge weight. This centennial celebration transformed the challenge from a regular event into a landmark global occasion. This special edition was truly continental in scope,
How many countries?
designed to recognize and reward 100 entrepreneurs across an astounding 32 African countries.
32 countries. That fact alone profoundly underscores the continental scale and immense prestige of Khamail and Midian's achievement.
Absolutely. They weren't just winning a national competition, they were among the very top 100 innovators across a vast, diverse continent. Imagine the level of competition.
That's a massive achievement, truly incredible. And the categories themselves for the challenge seem very strategically designed, directly addressing critical global issues, don't they?
Precisely. The challenge was structured with 3 distinct prize categories, each meticulously designed to address contemporary global and regional challenges, reflecting current priorities.
Okay, what were they?
First, there was Innova. That was dedicated to the best overall entrepreneur, focusing on truly innovative business ideas that could disrupt markets or create new value. Basically, finding the next big idea.
Got it. Innova.
Then came Cycle Up, specifically for the best project relating to the circular economy. This category champions initiatives that aim to minimize waste, maximize resource use, create closed-loop systems.
Moving away from the traditional take, make, dispose model.
Yeah.
Sustainability, resourcefulness.
Exactly. And finally, Power Up. This was for the best project relating to sustainable and affordable energy.
Ah, power up. Okay.
This category directly addresses pressing issues like energy access, energy poverty, and environmental impact by seeking out innovative, clean, and economically viable energy solutions. It's critical for development, especially in regions like Africa.
So their project, the biocharcoal from an invasive species, naturally fit perfectly into the power up category, didn't it? Tackling both an environmental problem and an energy solution simultaneously.
Absolutely, it was a perfect fit. They presented their project under the Power Up category, a testament to its direct relevance to sustainable energy. And as we now know, they brilliantly secured the Best Project Award within that incredibly competitive field.
Fantastic. But here's a fascinating and slightly sobering insight from the source material.
Yeah, this part is interesting.
It notes that numerous research papers are meticulously prepared and presented by engineering students in college in Eritrea. Lots of academic output.
Right, you'd expect a lot of intellectual engagement.
Given this level of academic output, you would naturally anticipate a massive turnout for a competition of this caliber and global reach. However,
Despite these numerous, often brilliant papers, only 56 people actually participated in the challenge this year.
56. That really raises an important question, doesn't it? Why such a significant disparity? All that research, all those papers.
And relatively few taking the leap into a competition like this. It highlights a critical gap, I think.
What does it say about the mindset needed to take a theoretical idea from paper, develop it, refine it, face the pressure of competition, and then present it with conviction?
It takes a very different kind of courage, doesn't it? A proactive entrepreneurial spirit, a willingness to step out of the academic comfort zone, moving from theoretical to tangible.
And commercially viable, potentially.
Mm,
Khamail and Midian clearly possessed that rare combination.
exactly. It's one thing to conceptualize an idea and articulate it on paper. It's another entirely to apply it in the real world, to iterate through trial and error, face setbacks.
And then confidently pitch it under immense pressure to a panel of judges.
Their triumph, therefore, underscores not just their remarkable technical prowess as chemical engineers, but also their entrepreneurial drive, their resilience, and their unwavering conviction in their solution's impact.
You can genuinely picture the excitement, the long hours, the prototypes, the rigor, and then the thrill of winning on such a grand continental stage.
It's a huge validation of their innovative spirit.
Yeah.
Massive boost.
So this is where the rubber meets the road. What does this all mean for us, for their community, and for Eritrea? This project sounds like it tackles a very specific local problem with a solution that has global implications.
Let's really dive deep into the biocharcoal briquettes themselves and the ingenious process behind them. This is where their chemical engineering background truly shines.
Yeah, let's get into the nuts and bolts.
Indeed. The sheer brilliance of their approach lies in a classic problem-solution narrative, but with a profoundly ingenious twist.
How so?
They didn't just set out to solve a problem, they masterfully repurposed the problem itself, turning a long-standing environmental threat directly into the core of their sustainable solution.
Okay, turning the problem into the solution, that's elegant.
It's a truly elegant piece of engineering and ecological thinking.
And the problem they targeted starts with a very specific, very troublesome plant, right? The Prosopis juliflora.
Yes, that's correct.
Mm-hmm.
This is a particular species of palm date tree that grows extensively and rapidly throughout Eritrea, locally known as Temri Musa.
Temri Musa. Got it. Now, this isn't just any plant. It's classified as invasive vegetation.
Highly invasive. Its pervasive and incredibly aggressive expansion poses a considerable and escalating threat to the local ecosystem. It rapidly outcompetes native vegetation.
Depletes crucial water sources by monopolizing groundwater, and destroys surrounding arable lands, making them unsuitable for agriculture.
Exactly. It's a plant that, once it takes hold, spreads relentlessly and is extremely difficult to control.
And it sounds like managing it must be a real drain on resources for the country.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
A significant amount of public money, labor, and energy is spent annually, year after year, simply trying to remove these aggressively self-growing plants.
Think about the direct costs. Manual labor, machinery, fuel, just to mitigate a problem that keeps coming back.
This is precisely where Khamail and Midian's aha moment truly comes into play. Most people, understandably, see an invasive species solely as a threat, something to be eradicated.
Right, just get rid of it.
But these two young women, with their trained chemical engineering minds, looked at this pervasive problem and saw not a nuisance, but an abundant, untapped resource. A freely available raw material waiting to be harnessed.
Wow, that's a perspective shift. And then there's the other side of the problem, one that affects countless households daily, traditional charcoal.
That's right. The source material highlights the widespread daily consumption of traditional charcoal in Eritrea. This isn't unique to Eritrea, of course. It's common in many developing parts of the world.
Where biomass is the main, maybe only, affordable fuel for cooking and heating.
Exactly. Crucially, traditional charcoal is often highly inefficient. Households need to burn more of it for sufficient heat, driving up consumption and cost.
But the more critical issue, the one with severe public health implications, is the emissions, right? The smoke.
Significant health-threatening emissions. If we connect this to broader global issues, we're talking about pervasive indoor air pollution, a major health concern, especially for women and children.
Leading to respiratory infections, chronic lung diseases, really serious stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Plus, the unsustainable harvesting of wood for traditional charcoal production is a significant driver of deforestation, exacerbating environmental degradation and climate change.
So their ingenious solution was to brilliantly connect these two pervasive problems: the invasive plant destroying land and the problematic polluting traditional charcoal.
They saw the Prosopis juliflora not as an ecological threat to be constantly fought, but as a freely available advantage. A raw material for producing a healthier, more affordable, and more efficient type of charcoal.
It's a truly visionary perspective, a stark contrast to the common perception of a weed.
What's truly fascinating here is how they leveraged their profound chemical engineering expertise to bring this vision to life. This wasn't just a simple burning process.
No, I imagine not.
They meticulously designed and implemented a sophisticated chemical engineering process to transform the Prosopis juliflora into a superior product.
Okay, walk us through it. What were the steps?
First, they started with a thorough analysis of the raw material. Fundamental scientific groundwork. They didn't just guess. They precisely analyzed the Prosopis juliflora wood for its critical properties.
Like what, specifically?
Things like its moisture content, fuel characteristics, volatile matter, fixed carbon content, ash content. Understanding these is absolutely crucial for predicting how the material will behave during processing.
And what kind of end product it will yield. High moisture means wasted energy, right? High volatiles might mean more smoke.
Exactly. So they were really understanding the chemical makeup of what they were working with at a very deep level, key for optimization.
Makes sense. Every step was deliberate. Then came the initial physical processing step.
Which was size reduction. vital for uniform processing, ensuring consistent heat transfer during carbonization, maximizing efficiency. Smaller, uniform pieces mean more controlled reactions, a more consistent end product.
Okay, analyze, then chop it up, basically. But here's where their innovation truly elevates from good to genuinely groundbreaking.
The hazardous emission removal and transformation. This is perhaps the most innovative aspect. They didn't just let the typical hazardous emissions, tar, creosote, noxious gases, dissipate into the atmosphere.
Which happens in traditional charcoal making, contributing to pollution.
Right. Instead, they ingeniously captured these emissions.
Captured them. That's incredible. It demonstrates such a sophisticated understanding of chemical engineering and, just as importantly, a profound sense of environmental responsibility.
Most processes focus on mitigating emissions, but they actually repurpose them.
Wait, repurpose them? You mean they condense them and turn them into something useful?
That's what the process implies.
Like what, potentially? The source doesn't explicitly state, but from a chemical engineering perspective.
The byproducts of biomass pyrolysis, the process used to make charcoal, can be incredibly valuable. This points directly to powerful circular economy principles.
Right. This is where their closed-loop thinking really shines. While the specific useful products aren't detailed, in pyrolysis processes like this, the gases and liquids condensed from the volatile matter often yield valuable byproducts.
Things like wood vinegar, which has applications in agriculture as a natural pesticide or fertilizer.
Or bio-oil, a crude form of liquid fuel that can be further refined or used for various chemical purposes.
The fact that they captured and transformed these emissions instead of releasing them showcases a high level of chemical engineering sophistication and a commitment to waste valorization.
It means they're not just making charcoal, they're creating a multi-product system that maximizes resource utilization and minimizes environmental impact. Truly the essence of the circular economy.
Where waste from one process becomes a valuable input for another.
This raises an important question for their future. What's the next step for these engineers to develop and commercialize these incredibly valuable byproducts?
Good question. That's the beauty of their holistic approach.
Yeah.
It's the hallmark of truly sustainable design.
Yeah. Okay, so after this sophisticated treatment of the raw material and its byproducts, they moved to the briquetting process.
Right. They used eco-friendly products as binders, which is key for maintaining environmental integrity, ensuring the final product itself doesn't introduce new pollutants.
And then they created compacted, uniform, or briquette-sized charcoal through a binder compressor.
Indeed. So instead of the traditional loose, crumbly charcoal that can be inconsistent and inefficient, you get these dense, uniform blocks.
That compaction makes a significant difference in terms of usability and efficiency, right?
Yeah.
Dramatically improving burning characteristics.
It's a crucial step that transforms a raw material into a market-ready, superior product.
And this transformation results in a product with truly superior qualities and tangible benefits. Let's list them out.
Okay. First, it boasts a higher heating value, HHV, more energy per unit of mass, essentially more efficient energy release.
So for a household, that translates to more bang for your buck,
Yeah.
more heat from less fuel, big economic advantage.
Second, it's remarkably affordable. This directly addresses a critical economic need. A cheaper, more efficient, cleaner fuel improves livelihoods, reduces daily expenses.
Frees up resources for other necessities. Huge impact.
Third, it's inherently eco-friendly, reduces the environmental impact compared to traditional charcoal, which drives deforestation.
And it proactively tackles the invasive species issue by turning a nuisance into a valuable resource. Sustainable harvesting of a problem plant.
And fourth, and perhaps most importantly for daily users, it produces no hazardous emissions.
Which means direct, immediate, and profound health benefits. Cleaner indoor air, dramatic reduction in respiratory illnesses.
Asthma, bronchitis, even more severe lung conditions linked to traditional smoke. It's a lifesaver, potentially.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, this project is a brilliant, tangible micro-example of a circular economy in action, providing profound environmental and significant health dividends directly to the community.
How transformative could this be if scaled up across Eritrea and beyond? It's a genuine win-win-win scenario. Cleans the environment, provides affordable, healthy energy, creates economic opportunity.
And their victory in the Start-Upper Challenge brought some tangible benefits that will help them do just that, right? Transition this innovative idea into a scalable enterprise.
Absolutely. Winning was a major, indeed a catalytic turning point, Not just recognition, it provided crucial direct monetary support.
Which is vital for moving from concept to reality, making prototypes, testing, documenting everything.
This financial backing transforms an academic idea into a tangible, provable product. Beyond that, the win provides an invaluable opportunity to secure more commissions and partnerships.
Allowing them to continue their project as a viable, growing business, the essential bridge from innovation to enterprise.
And finally, they benefit from personalized support and a robust communication campaign orchestrated by Total Energies. That enhances visibility nationally and internationally.
So it's clearly not just a cash prize, it's a comprehensive support system, transitioning an idea from concept to viable enterprise.
And the importance of that visibility for scaling and broader impact cannot be overstated. It effectively puts them on the map.
Potentially as a powerful, replicable model for other regions facing similar environmental and energy challenges. It's truly a launch pad.
A launch pad, exactly.
This isn't just about one project, however groundbreaking it may be. It's clearly about a much larger philosophy that drives Khamail and Midian.
Definitely seems that way.
What's their overall goal, their grand vision that stretches far beyond these amazing biocharcoal briquettes?
What's truly fascinating here is that their fundamental motivation isn't primarily about personal financial gain or individual accolades, although they've certainly earned those.
So what is it then?
Their drive is deeply intrinsic and profoundly focused on societal contribution. They're not merely engineers. They are young engineers who are passionately driven to aid their society, to actively improve the lives of their fellow citizens.
Their explicit and unwavering goal is to identify and solve current problems within their society.
It isn't just a career choice for them. It clearly manifests as a deeply felt calling, a purpose that guides their every endeavor.
That's a powerful distinction you're making, truly highlighting their intrinsic motivation. It raises an important question for us, especially in education.
How do we foster and cultivate this kind of problem-solving mindset, this applied empathy?
Exactly. It's not just about teaching technical skills, is it? It's about instilling a way of looking at the world, identifying needs, and realizing your skills can address those challenges, moving from theory to impact.
Precisely. Their aim as chemical engineers is unequivocally to create tangible, impactful solutions for society. It connects to the very definition of engineering as applied science.
Leveraging science and tech not just for discovery, but specifically for human benefit, improving lives, enhancing well-being.
Ameliorating environmental conditions through practical application. They embody that mission fully.
And this biocharcoal project, as impactful and successful as it already is, they clearly see it as just the beginning, don't they? They're certainly not resting on their laurels.
Not at all. There's a palpable sense of forward momentum in their vision. The biocharcoal briquettes production is explicitly stated as the first eco-friendly product that we're currently working on.
The first one, okay.
They very clearly articulate that this is just the beginning for them, underscoring their long-term commitment. They are actively striving to come up with more problem-solving products.
Continuously scanning their environment for needs and opportunities.
And their eventual overarching aim is truly grand and inspiring. They aspire to help in national wellness and development.
What's truly fascinating here is that clear, expansive, long-term vision. They don't just see themselves as innovators of a single product.
No, they envision themselves as dedicated agents of national development, contributing directly to the progress and well-being of their country through ongoing innovation and applied science.
This moves well beyond individual success to a profound collective impact, transforming challenges into opportunities for an entire nation.
It truly encapsulates the idea of engineers as nation builders, contributing directly and sustainably to the collective good. It's deeply inspiring to hear that level of dedication and ambition for their homeland.
It really is. And this story is inspiring on so many levels, not least because of the incredible achievements of two young women in a field traditionally dominated by men.
Absolutely a key dimension.
As female chemical engineers succeeding on an international stage, what powerful advice do they have for other young girls and women currently in college, perhaps contemplating a STEM career?
This segment of their message is truly powerful. It positions itself as a call to action about breaking deeply ingrained barriers and realizing one's full innate potential.
It's not just polite advice. It's a bold manifesto for self-empowerment and challenging the status quo.
And their words carry immense weight because they speak from lived experience, from success in the very arena they encourage others to enter.
So what's their first piece of advice?
They urge young women not to be limited in their horizon, to refuse to put artificial caps on their ambitions, Instead, they implore them to aspire to realize their innate potential.
To truly understand the vastness of their own capabilities and intellectual power.
That's a fundamental challenge to both self-imposed and externally imposed limitations. Recognizing and unleashing your capabilities, especially when society might try to narrow them.
And they directly address the insidious influence of obsolete stereotypes that have, in essence, discouraged female enrollment in certain fields such as engineering.
Which isn't just an Eritrean issue, right? It's
Huh.
global. Historically, engineering often presented as masculine, leading to barriers, lack of encouragement.
Sometimes outright discouragement for girls.
What makes Khamail and Midian's message particularly resonant and impactful, coming directly from Eritrea, is that they are living, breathing proof of the exact opposite.
They are not just entering this field, they are excelling in it at the highest levels.
So it's not just abstract advice. It's backed by their own lived experience and remarkable success. They're effectively telling young women, look at us, we did it, and with determination and support, you absolutely can too.
And they emphasize the critical need to challenge and discard such conventional presumptions. And, in their powerful words, to go the extra mile to break fallacious stereotypes.
It's an active, almost defiant call to action.
What's truly fascinating here is the active, almost militant language they employ. Challenge, discard, break fallacious stereotypes. It's not passive.
No, it's a direct call to be proactive, defiant against limiting beliefs. You can truly imagine the immense power of their message echoing in classrooms, lecture halls, universities across Eritrea.
Inspiring a new generation of young women to pursue their dreams fearlessly.
But they also highlight a crucial detail that perhaps challenges some common external perceptions about Eritrea. They explicitly affirm that we have a society that supports and empowers women in Eritrea.
That's a profoundly crucial detail. It provides essential context. It suggests an environment that, contrary to maybe some assumptions, is genuinely conducive to female empowerment.
Allows achievements like theirs to flourish. It isn't just individual grit and talent, immense as theirs are. It's also about a supportive societal backdrop, providing necessary scaffolding.
What does that support look like in practice? Maybe equitable access to education, which they highlighted, cultural encouragement, government policies?
Could be all of the above. It suggests the unique national context that champions gender equality in practice.
Exactly. This kind of robust societal support creates the fertile ground upon which individual ambition can truly blossom and achieve its full potential.
Building on that foundation, they encourage young women to actively use our opportunities and dare to dream big.
It's an invitation to seize the moment and aim high.
And they conclude with an incredibly powerful and resonant statement of belief in the untapped potential of Eritrean women. We Eritrean females can make our dreams come true in any endeavor.
Not just a hope, it's a confident declaration.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, their success isn't just a magnificent testament to their individual capabilities and determination.
It also functions as a powerful beacon for other young women, not just in Eritrea, but globally, a living demonstration of what's possible.
With talent, persistence, and crucially, genuine societal backing, it's a powerful counter-narrative to outdated ideas about certain fields being closed off.
Khamail and Midian are not just engineers. They are profound role models, pioneers, clear examples of what can be achieved, paving the way for countless others.
Redefining the landscape of innovation.
Their journey is clearly just beginning. What's next for Khamail and Midian in the engineering field? Because their drive doesn't seem to have diminished.
Not at all. If anything, it seems intensified. It's abundantly clear that their commitment to ongoing innovation and societal contribution is a lifelong pursuit, deeply ingrained.
And they are actively engaged in continuing research and development.
Yes, a testament to their intellectual curiosity and dedication. They explicitly state that they are preparing many research papers with our advisors, which are currently under review and approval for publication.
Wow. So it's not just about one successful project. It demonstrates a sustained commitment to academic rigor, contributing to the broader scientific knowledge.
And continuously pushing the boundaries of applied innovation.
So they're creating impactful products and contributing to the foundational science, critical for future advancement.
Precisely. This dual commitment to practical application and fundamental research is the hallmark of truly impactful engineering.
And they powerfully reiterate their core motivation. They are striving to contribute solutions to issues that society might have.
It's a continuous, proactive, problem-focused approach, always looking for the next challenge to tackle for the betterment of their community.
What's particularly fascinating here is that this immense drive and their achievements are clearly linked to a strong foundation of support they've received.
And they are incredibly quick and heartfelt in acknowledging it.
Yes, their gratitude is very apparent and beautifully articulated. They acknowledge several key support systems, starting first and foremost with their government.
They express profound, deep gratitude for the free educational access and opportunity afforded to us from elementary to college levels.
And they don't mince words about its importance. They explicitly state, we wouldn't have been here right now if it wasn't for this opportunity.
That's a powerful statement of direct cause and effect.
A crucial detail and profoundly powerful statement about the role of public investment in human capital. It truly underscores the immense transformative impact of free education.
Especially in fostering talent and creating equitable opportunities in critical fields like STEM.
Their success stands as a direct and undeniable testament to the value of a national policy prioritizing universal educational access.
It shows how governmental support can literally launch careers, ignite innovation, unlock potential. For Khamail and Midian, it was foundational, the bedrock.
Directly linking their personal triumph to a national policy.
And it wasn't just systemic support from the government. It was also individual mentorship that clearly played a pivotal role.
Absolutely. They also extend heartfelt thanks to their dedicated advisor and instructor, Mr. Ramesh B. Aramanda from the Department of Chemical Engineering.
This highlights the indispensable importance of skilled mentorship. Behind virtually every successful innovator, there's often a guide.
Someone providing intellectual support, constructive criticism, encouragement, crucial direction, mentors open doors.
Illuminate pathways that might otherwise remain unseen.
And finally, and perhaps most fundamentally, they acknowledge the unwavering support from their closest circles, their families, and the broader community.
Yes, a heartfelt acknowledgement of the foundational, often unseen support from parents and broader society.
This beautifully emphasizes the comprehensive network of support that allows innovation to truly flourish, spanning policy, mentorship, and critical personal encouragement.
It truly forms a holistic ecosystem for cultivating success and fostering groundbreaking ideas.
They conclude their reflections with a strong statement of intent, a powerful forward promise. They confidently declare, "We will be back with more helpful solutions and products."
This leaves us, the listeners, with a palpable sense of anticipation and a clear expectation of continuous progress from these two remarkable engineers.
It's not a farewell message. It's a promise of ongoing contribution, a commitment to continuing their mission.
It makes you genuinely wonder, given their ingenuity and dedication, what other significant challenges might they tackle next?
Given their track record, we can undoubtedly expect something equally ingenious, impactful, and transformative.
And what an absolutely inspiring deep dive it has been.
From identifying an insidious environmental threat, that invasive plant, to ingeniously crafting an eco-friendly, highly affordable, and healthy energy solution.
Khamail, Alhassen, Mohammed, and Midian, Seletsion, Mogos have shown us the incredible transformative power of chemical engineering in action.
Their story is a powerful testament to how local ingenuity, fueled by dedicated education, can directly address pressing global challenges like sustainable energy and vital environmental conservation.
Their journey truly stands as a beacon, illuminating the profound power of accessible education, the absolutely critical role of dedicated mentorship,
And the immensely crucial contribution of women in engineering for driving sustainable development and national progress.
This deep dive has truly highlighted how individual passion and exceptional talent, when combined with a supportive educational system and a deeply ingrained problem-solving mindset, can lead to truly transformative change.
Impacting lives and environments for the better.
Their remarkable journey from ambitious students to award-winning innovators, and now significantly to dedicated teachers, showcases a beautiful and powerful cycle.
Continuous learning, impactful application, and profound giving back to their society.
They're not just engineers who build things, they are visionary architects of a better, more sustainable future for their community and their entire nation.
So as you reflect on the challenges in your own community or even the larger, seemingly intractable problems facing the world today, what invasive species, whether it's literal like Prosopis juliflora or metaphorical, a persistent social issue, an inefficient system might hold the key to an unexpected, groundbreaking solution?
If only we dared to look at it differently.
How can you, in your own sphere, support and empower the next generation of problem solvers, the ones ready to roll up their sleeves and turn daunting challenges into incredible opportunities, just like Khamail and Midian have done so brilliantly for Eritrea?